Number 5. True scary accident footage. In this video, 4 friends fill the car with Mr. Ben Brown in the passenger seat, who uploaded this video in March 2016. Here, several GoPro cameras are fastened in the car. While driving through an intersection, the car is unexpectedly struck from the passenger side. The vehicle jolts to the left, and suddenly airbags deploy, and this group is totally stunned. This perspective is rarely, if ever, caught from the inside of a car and provides immediate reactions, as well as the few seconds before the hit, in which the driver attempts to swerve out of the way. Additional dashcam footage covering outside view that was later obtained from a car behind the incident. No one was luckily hurt, and neither vehicle was badly damaged. That was a very good thing happened here. Apart from this, the whole incident looks pretty scary. Just comment down below your opinion about this video.
Look at that hog. Yo, that's a yog, isn't it? I think. Whoa, bro. Oh my god. I can't. Holy. Are you guys alright? Is everyone okay? Whoa, bro. Oh my god. I can't believe. Holy shit. Are you guys alright? Is everyone okay? Are you alright? Is everyone okay?
I'm alright.
Is everyone okay?
I'm alright.
Welcome to Ultimate Top 5. We are committed to deliver top scary and creepy videos. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Number 4. Moving statue. We have all heard about miracles, but sometimes we have gotta see to believe. So, let's see. Recorded by a person in the chapel of the Saltillo Cathedral in Mexico. At first, a close-up of the statue appears to reveal nothing out of the ordinary, but upon closer inspection, the closed eyes of the statue glare open strangely. Watch it again. Did it give you chills? Is this miracle or something else? Only and only you decide. Actually, it's hard to fake with the camera moving so much, which makes us think it's real. Number 3. Horrible and Mysterious Walk Through My House, published by Nana 825763 in October of 2016. The uncanny video shows what could be a scene of something horrifying. This is not horror video, the Japanese YouTuber writes. This video was created by simply filming inside my house. In the video text, he says he was awakened by the wind in the middle of the night as a typhoon shook his home in Japan. His bedroom is a simple mattress on the ground surrounded by water-damaged walls. At one end of the hallway is the altar for his ancestors. Another hallway is beyond with yet another doll room, a room that was sealed up by his grandfather. Arriving back at his room, the tour continues down another hallway, a dressing room to the left, also sealed off by his grandpa. Another turn, and he is at the longest hallway in the house again. His grandmother's room is on the right, also closed off by his grandfather. His tour continues down furthermore hallways, or perhaps the same hallways, the roof peeling and leaking from the water damage, rats' nets above the ceiling. Next is the room full of rotten dolls, as nobody has entered the doll room in a very long time. Nana keeps nothing that his grandmother isn't here, although he never says where she is. What happened to her? Entering his grandmother's room, he notes how it has no taste. Her shoes are lined up on the floor, and a pink still from on the bed. Grandma is here, Nana writes. Later, when back at the bathroom, you find grandfather is there as well. Both send chills up your spine. This video is true scary. The strangeness, repetitive nature of touring the hallways, walking in a repetitive manner, seeing the same things, and then repeating the same descriptions, and every once in a while being introduced to new strange things that you never wanted to see. You don't know that, but something. And yet the tour continues, round and round the maze of the hallways, until you see what will stay in your nightmares for years to come. Number 2. Study of psychopathic behavior. This video is a study of an abnormal behavior of a psychopath. It was posted by a psychologist and assaulter, the 1996 documentary Through Files and Sex Offenders featured interviews with multiple predators. One in particular, known only as Robert, was both a manipulative child molester and also an epitome of psychopathic behavior. Whilst unlike the others on this list, he didn't murder somebody, the coldness in which he describes the molestation of his stepdaughter.
Old rapist, but doesn't necessarily tell us his problems are pervasive and that he has no capacity for attachment. That will come later.
Yeah, it was power and control. I was grooming her from the age of, it started about the age of 1. When I was the punisher, I was the one who decided punishment over the children. I was the one who spanked the children. I was the one who punished the children. And if I seen the children doing anything wrong, even bickering and arguing amongst themselves, I would whip them and tell them, you know, just kids playing. I would tell myself, well, she's not going to be like that. She is going to be the perfect mate. And I told myself that. And I didn't molest her then.
Perfect mate.
The perfect mate. I was grooming her to fit me. To fit me.
At what age?
I started at about a year. I started grooming her, whooping her, and telling her this, to do this, not do that. Then when I molested her at 18 months old. And I thought to myself, I said, well, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. I'm going to have my own child, my own stepdaughter, which is really not blood related to me. And I'm telling myself these things, it's not blood related to me. When she grows up to be 14, 15 years old, I will have the perfect sexual mate for sexual purposes. Anything else didn't matter. It was sex. That was it. I didn't care about, really, honestly, I didn't love the child. I wanted the child for my own purposes. I was the one potty training her. Okay? My wife let me potty train her. I potty trained her. And at first when I was potty training her, I gave her a break. Every now and then she could use the bathroom in her pants. But I was setting her on that stool for sometimes hours at a time, telling her to use the bathroom there. She started doing it. She started using the potty, and then all of a sudden I've been doing this for about 3-4 months, and she got good at it, and then all of a sudden she would use the bathroom in her pants, and I would tear her hide up. I would actually put bruises on her butt by spanking her by using the bathroom in her pants.
How'd you get a little kid to sit on the potty for hours? That's an awful long time.
Yell and scream. Tell her you're going to use that potty, and you ain't going to get off that potty till you use that potty. Have you used the potty yet? No. You're going to sit there until you use it. And as I look back, I was done that way, the same way she was done.
How would you justify it in your head?
How would I justify it in my head? She's going to do what I want her to do, and that's it. She's going to use the bathroom. She's going to, let's say that I told her that Daddy loves her, and Daddy's going to take care of her, and Daddy's going to give her anything she wants as long as she does what Daddy tells her. I got married at 19, and I kind of like refrained from, or tried to refrain from sexually acting out with any other ladies besides her, because I knew that AIDS was coming out, and I knew that diseases were very frequent. And I started thinking to myself that if I stick with this one girl and just groom her, or one woman, I would groom her and get her to do what I wanted her to do. And eventually she did. She done what I asked her to do. It was no problem. It was a little at a time, and I done it. And I manipulated her and coerced her. Manipulation, coercion, violent behaviors, striking her, get her so drunk she'd pass out, and I'd do what I want to with her. I'd force myself upon her when she was passed out and did what I pleased. Sexual behavior got real out of whack. Yeah, I made her force objects into her vagina. I made her, forced her into watching pornographic material and stating that I wanted to do that certain thing to her. I wanted to have sex with her constantly. This was every day, 3 or 4 times. I would get it, want it as many times in a day as I could get it. And I have got it up to 6 times in one day. And still, I did not have enough. I wanted more. It was like a fix. I wanted it. And I did anything I could to get it.
And how many victims did you have total?
I have a total of 24 now, and I'm looking to see if I have any more.
And were these, you said these were all kids except 2?
No. Oh, yeah, well, they were under the age of 18. Most of my victims were the age of 11 to 16.
And how did you get control of them? Was it through force and control and violence?
It was manipulation. No, it wasn't violence. It was more like manipulation. It was coercion. It was like, I'll buy you this, I'll give you that, you know, and treating them like a person, but they were just objects. They were just objects. I was doing anything in my power to get them to give sex up, to give it up. And that's what I used to tell them, I said, give it up, you know. After I would have done, say, groomed them up, and then and they would comply. I would buy them beer, get them drunk, get them high, any way that I could manipulate a woman or a girl, a child, into having sex, I would do it.
In this section, you will see the lack of attachment to anyone that suggests Robert is not only a power and control sex offender, he is quite psychopathic as well.
The best way to fool people is to help them, is to ask what they want, ask what they need. Do they need any help doing anything? Do they need any money, or do they need their car fixed? Do they need the grass cut? Do they need their children looked out for? Do they need a job? Do they need anything to get them to think that I am a decent person and want to help? Trust me. I will help. And overall, that was a flat-out lie.
Why do you think makes people so trusting?
Well, what do you mean, as far as trusting?
Trusting you.
Trusting me? Because to trust me, I thought that I could be trusted to a certain extent. But behind their back, no, I would take things from them, steal from them, scope out things that I could steal, just see what I could get out of somebody, just get what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I see something I want, to get somebody to trust me. Like, say if I was to go over and cut this person's grass, fix his car, loan him some money, and then and if I see something I want, like he's got a nice stereo, then I would set it up. I would say, hey, well, he's not home at such and such a time. That'd be the perfect time to go get me a stereo. So I'll say, hey, he's gone. I know exactly how to get in through the back way. I'll even go into his house and open a window so I can come in here tomorrow and steal his stereo. I was looking out for number one, for me. I didn't have any empathy for anybody else because it seemed to me nobody had any empathy for me. I wasn't going to give anybody any empathy who didn't give it to me. And that was it. That was bottom line. You don't. I didn't have people cry for me or tell me, ask me if I needed anything. Then, I wouldn't use any empathy. I would fake it. Now, fake empathy, like saying, I know how you feel. I've been in that situation before. I've done that, and it didn't turn out all that hot. And I would fake it, but there wasn't no empathy there. That was just a show. That was just to tell. That was just to get the person to say, well, hey, he seems like he's pretty good fella. And, that was manipulation all the way.
Number 1. Creepy performance. This video is about giving a performance on TV show. Here the guy who looks pretty average, having a seat in front of a dark grey background. At first he doesn't say much. He just starts taking his clothes off and bathing himself in a clay, which he paints over and layers on multiple times. Later in this video he does begin saying few things in somewhat exhausted voice. He also makes disturbing noises as he layers on the clay and paint on his face and cuts eye holes and a mouth opening for himself. Things become seriously disturbing. As the video goes on, things just get worse and worse. Then there is almost a sense of panic created as you question what is going on and what terrible thing is going to happen next. This video was at one point associated with the creepypasta titled Gateway of the Mind, a story that explains how a group of scientists cut off all of the man's senses, after which he essentially loses his mind. This video doesn't really similar to that creepypasta though, considering the different time periods and a general lack of similarity. The shocking and terrifying video is actually an art project of the man mentioned in the title. Either way, coming across something like this will probably lead you to not sleep for several days until you have finished extensive research on the matter. What a scary and creepy video it is. What do you think about it? Comment down below.